Hey, what's going on, everybody? Dennis here. This is EDC for Fun. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're looking at the Kershaw Blur. This is a pocket knife that I have had for about 10 years. And I recently repurchased, not because there was anything wrong with it. I just wanted one that was a little less beat up, a little prettier to look at. They are very, very, very reliable knives. And this is probably what I would refer to as my beater. This is the one that I've had forever. I have de-assisted it. I've played with the spring over and over again. Sometimes I put it in, sometimes I take it out. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. But the design on these is just very, very EDC, very worker friendly. The DLC coating over the 14C28 blade has just given me no problems at all. It touches up easily. There's no rusting, no corrosion, no pitting. I've just been very pleased with this overall. When I bought this one, I had a leak, and I really did like the leak, but it had this pocket clip on it, if not the same, very similar to the Kershaw clip. And one day I lost it. So I put a deep carry clip when I got the Blur because I was so upset that I'm like, that's not going to happen again. Of course, the leak is a much smaller knife. So with this clip on there, it just worked its way out of my pocket when I was working one day, and I was never able to find it. So when I bought this one, I got this MXG deep carry clip to put on there. Maybe not right away, but eventually I put it on there. And you can see I'm missing one of the back spacers here. I've taken this thing apart so many times, stripped out the screws, not bothered to replace them, had to drill them out. I mean, this thing has just done kind of a little bit of everything, including bottle opener. And I have no problems just, tossing this thing around and, having this be my workhorse. So this one actually rides as kind of a backup if I have some, heavy duty stuff that I need to do. I keep, a pouch like this Maxpedition one in my backpack, and this thing rides in that pouch always, so I always have it. But like I said, I recently repurchased one in OD green. There's lots of variations. They come in and out of stock. You can get them with S30V steel, satin, or DLC coated, OD green, blue. There's all kinds of different colors and variations. I really like the way this OD green look, especially with these bronze colored titanium back spacers. I'm pretty sure I also got them from MXG Gear. They used to be on here. I switched them over to here. Sorry about the pocket lint or dust in there. It is what it is. These knives do get carried. I don't necessarily pretty them up before I put them on screen. But yeah, with the back spacers in there and that clip and the OD green and the black, I think it just looks really cool. So I'm not afraid to beat this thing up, but I did want one that was a little fresher, a little different looking. And this one you can see is still assisted. They're also fidget friendly. You can reverse flick them. You can thumb stud them. Like I said, you can de-assist them and play with the action that way. They've got a slim profile. They're not super wide in the pocket. That doesn't really bother me if they're super wide, but the fact that they are a little more narrow is nice. Like I said, the 14C28 N steel with this DLC coating on it has just given me no problems. So I thought about getting the S30V one, but being that I've had such a good experience with this one, the only change I did was I got the straight blade instead of the serrated one. And this is, still really good for really tough material if you gotta, saw at something. But on this one, I opted for the straight blade. I love that that American flag on there, Ken Onion design. Just looks really cool. Goes with the whole OD green and everything. So yeah, this knife has been very, very reliable. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because if you don't have one of these in your collection, they're definitely worth having. You can get them for anywhere between $50 and $100, depending on what variation you get. And you will not be sad. This is a great knife to have. The ergonomics on it are good. They're bordering on great. Some people don't like this rubberized insert in the aluminum scale handles. I think it gives you a lot of good traction, but it also doesn't get hung up in your pocket because it is embedded in the aluminum, especially if you have a deep carry clip on there. There's just a lot of good things to say about this knife, and I want to thank you guys for checking out the video. See ya.